Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I look tired. I look tired and I am tired. I was gonna say I feel tired, but I just am tired. I have been going all day today. I had to meet up with a friend of mine earlier today. And that was around noon. And I went to bed late last night. Well, I got up late to do the vlog, and then I got home and went to bed late because I started listening I was like gonna put this lip gloss on, and I was like, do I have that clear mascara? I don't want to put clear mascara on my lips. Did I start listening to The Chain before I vlogged last night or after? I don't remember, but anyway, it's fantastic, and I stayed up too late. And so I was so tired when I got up today, and I was like throwing myself together and taking the dogs out and trying to get out of the house so I can meet up with my friend, and met up with her. And then after that, I had a bunch of videos that I wanted to make. And what did I do right after? There was something I did right after that. I was gonna maybe go get something to eat. But I wasn't like really that hungry. I was gonna go to Ruth's Cafe and get my grilled cheese and stuff, but I wasn't really that hungry. And I didn't know if Alex would want to eat dinner. And then I was like, if I eat now, then I probably won't be, hungry for dinner. Which he didn't, because he ate late. And then he ended up meeting up with a friend of his tonight that's in town for the weekend. His friend that passed away is his ex-girlfriend. So he met up with her tonight. And then, what did I do though after all that? I honestly can't even remember. I went and got coffee. And then I was like driving around listening to the audiobook because it's just so fantastic. It is so fantastic. The Chain, it is a great thriller. I'm like an hour and a half into it. So I'm not that far into it. Maybe 2 hours. It is literally, I think I did vlog about it last night because it is so fast paced. It just goes right into it. And it is about this woman whose daughter is kidnapped. And then she has to, and I'm not ruining it for you because this is literally right away. She has to pay this expensive ransom, and then she has to kidnap another child. And if she doesn't do that, then they'll kill her daughter. And possibly her. And so it's just, and then whoever's child she kidnaps, they have to kidnap a child so that she can get her child back. You get what I'm saying? So it's like this constant chain that goes. It's very well done, and it literally there's no three chapters getting into the book. It's like a movie. You start it and it's like you're right in the action. The opening paragraph is the little girl getting kidnapped, and it just gets crazy very, very quick, and it's just so fast paced, and it's just a really well done thriller. I'm super enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, so I was driving around listening to that. I went to the Halloween store. That's what I did. I went to another Halloween store today. They didn't really have anything that I wanted. I mean, they had costumes and stuff, but I was trying to figure out something for tomorrow for these Halloween parties. I'll probably end up not even dressing up. Alex is wearing his onesie, so I don't know if I'll do anything. I was like, well, maybe I'll get a onesie, but I don't look cute in a onesie, so so I don't know. We'll see. I was just thinking one of my friends that's going to be at this party. She would be so good as Hester Prynne from The Scarlet Letter. Nathaniel, why can't I think of his last name? The Scarlet Letter book. Anyway, Is it called The Crucible, maybe? Or was that the play? But anyway, so I did that. I feel like I went and did something else that I had to do, and now I can't remember it. And then I ran home, and I talked to Alex, and he thought he was going to get done early tonight, so I started, like, filming my videos, because I like to get them done before he comes home. So I filmed a video for I was getting at my vlog. Well, first I got my Peter Monn video done, and then I started my vlog after that, and my Peterisms video. I filmed those, no. My Peter Monn video and then my BookTube video. I filmed those and got those uploaded, and then I started rendering my vlog. I usually render it right away, but I didn't do that today. And, because I was kind of running out the door. And then once I got that done, then I started rendering my vlog. Then I made my Peterisms video. Oh, no. Then Alex came home, and we hung out for a little bit. And then he was going out to dinner with his friend. And that was kind of like a last-minute thing, and I didn't know. So, and Tanya had asked me if I wanted to get a fountain pop later, so I was like, yeah, just go. I'm going to get these videos done. So he left. We hung out for a while, and then he left. And then my back window is like, I don't know if it's dirty or if it's like, it needs to be defrosted. It needs to be defrosted. So then we hung out and talked for a little bit, and he kind of told me about his day, and I told him about mine and stuff like that. And then and then he left, and then I filmed my Peterisms video. Or had I filmed that already? I don't remember. And then I filmed my review video in the kitchen. And then I got that stuff done, and I got all those up, and then I was like, you know what, I want to do a live stream, because I haven't live streamed a lot recently. So I got on and I did a live stream. And that was really fun. And then, that was about that. Oh, and then I got off there, and then Alex, when I got done live streaming, Alex was on his way home, and, I actually got off the live stream because he was on his way home. So we hung out for a little bit, and then I went and got a fountain Coke with Tanya. I didn't actually get a fountain Coke. I actually got a Minute Maid lemonade, because I was really thirsty for that, and some chips and cheese, because I hadn't really eaten anything today. So I was hungry. And then Tanya got a chocolate milk. Neither one of us got fountain pops. And yeah, so then we drove around and talked for a little while. And I was just talking to her about, like, going to these parties and stuff tomorrow, which I'm excited about. She can't go to our sponsors party because she's doing, like, a work thing with her girls for Halloween. She's taking them to, like, this haunted hayride thing, so she can't go. Oh, I had talked to my sponsor, too, on the way over to her house. That was the other thing. I called her, and we were talking. And that was kind of my day, and it's just been kind of nonstop since I got up today. And then I'm in a vlog, and then I'm going to get off of here and listen to my audiobook for like an hour before I go to bed, because I'm really into it and I want to listen to it. And I won't really be able to listen to it tomorrow because I have those parties to go to, so I can't really listen to it tomorrow night. And then I also, during the day, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. I don't have to, but there's some things I want to do tomorrow. So I'd like to go to Spirit Halloween store and look again at costumes and see if there's anything there that I want. I am going to go get a fountain pop here in just a little bit at McDonald's because, first of all, my throat is dry and thirsty. I kind of feel like maybe I'm trying to get sick, or I was sick or something. I don't know. Like, my throat has been... Oh, dollar bill. My throat has been hurting. I just haven't felt great this week. I've just been feeling under the weather. There's a quarter. I don't really know what's wrong. I think maybe it's just allergies and stuff. That's better. But it doesn't really feel like allergies. Like, one day I had the migraine, and the next day I woke up, yesterday I woke up, and my stomach hurt all day long. And then tonight, I've just been like, or today, I've just been like, I think maybe I'm just tired, you know? I've just been like tired and lethargic. And now my throat is kind of hurting, but I also filmed 6 videos, so it could have a lot to do with like talking, you know? I can't believe I made that many videos today. No, that's what I did when Alex left. When he was still there, he was like talking to Sarah on the phone. I watched the Shane Dawson's episode, and then I did my reaction to it. And then, yeah, that was what I did. I filmed that one while he was still there. And then when he left, I did the review and the Peterisms video. So I did 2 videos on my drama channel, my vlog, Peterisms, Peter review stuff, and Peter likes books. So I did, I couldn't have done 7 videos today. That's not possible, is it? My vlog, Peter Monn, Peterisms, Peter likes books, Peter reviews stuff. 6 videos. I did 6 videos today. That's a lot of videos. It's crazy that I got all that stuff done. I did the corn on the cob popcorn from Trader Joe's. That whole concept is very cute to me. It's really fun. The popcorn sucked, and I knew, like, because it had no salt, no butter or anything anyway, it's literally, you just, like, you know, pop it off the cob. But I knew that, like, Alex would love it, because he loves just plain popcorn, which is, like, it sucks when we go to the movies, because if it's just the 2 of us, like, he and Jason both like plain popcorn, plain popcorn. So when we go to the movies with Melissa and Jason, like, Melissa and I both love, like, movie theater popcorn. I'm sure that doesn't surprise anybody that I do. And so we either get, like, caramel corn, like the Popcornopulus. I love that. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth so easily, saying Popcornopulus. But I love that Popcornopulus. So either Melissa and I will each get one of those, and then they'll get, like, a plain large popcorn and share it, or they get a plain large popcorn and Melissa and I get a large butter popcorn with extra butter on it. We just, like, drench it. We love it. So I had this, like, really plain popcorn that came from that corn on the cob popcorn. And Alex came home tonight, and he was like, can I have some of this popcorn in the kitchen? I said, you can have it all. That's why I left it out there. And he was like, well, is it some kind of, he goes, is it like a pumpkin spice popcorn or something? I go, no, it's just regular pumpkin. He goes, oh, off that corn on the cob thing. And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, is it cool? And I said, it was kind of cool how I did it, but it was in a bag, so you couldn't really see it. And he goes, well, is it, like, taste funny or anything? I go, no, you'll love it. It's plain. And he goes, oh, and he tried it. And I was, like, upstairs. We were, like, talking. Like, I was upstairs. He was downstairs. And I could hear him, like, in there eating it. And he goes, it's really good. And I go, it's plain right off the cob. There's, like, literally, I mean, it's literally a corn on the cob of corn that you just put in the microwave. And he was like, I know, and I love it. It's fantastic. He was like, this is exactly how I like it. And I was like, boring. I can't stand that kind of popcorn. Like, I have to have something on it. I feel like everybody in my life loves popcorn except for me. Like, I'm not a huge popcorn person. Like, I do love, like, the Popcornopulus, but that's because it has, like, chocolate drizzle or birthday cake on it. You know, I mean, like, I like that kind of popcorn. That's basically like a dessert. But my mother loved microwave popcorn, and Alex loves popcorn. He makes microwave popcorn all the time, and he makes that, like, smart popcorn, or what's it called? Oh, is that what it's called? The Smart Pop? Smart Pop, yeah, he loves that. He's always like, every time I go to the grocery store, he's like, can you get me some Smart Pop? I'm like, yeah, he always texts me. He's like, and the sea salt bag is what he likes. It has to be that one. And my dad and my stepmom love popcorn. I mean, like, everybody that I know loves popcorn. I'm not, like, somebody that would ever make, like, I wouldn't, like, even with a movie, very, very rarely would I make, like, a bag of microwave popcorn. I just don't care that much about it. Like, I don't enjoy it that much. Now, when Alex and I, like, our first couple years together, I was adjusting this stupid beanbag, and I literally turned the camera off. The thing is right there. So anyway, okay. But when, the first couple years that we were dating, we would, like, watch movies a lot in the bedroom. We don't really do that very often anymore. Now we just sit down in the living room. Well, at that time, where our chair and couch is now, like where I film videos and stuff, that was where the dining room table was. Now the dining room table's moved over, and so we have it kind of set up so we can sit there and watch TV. It wasn't very comfortable the way that we had it set up before. I mean, it wasn't very comfortable for 2 people to sit there, you know what I mean? Like, it was fine for like 1 person, but it wasn't very comfortable for 2 people, unless you were literally sitting on each end of the couch looking, you know, straight at the TV. It just wasn't that great. So anyway, we would watch a lot of movies, you know, in the bed, and we would go to Walmart and we would buy movies, and because we would want to do like a double feature or whatever. So, you know, like movies that hadn't come out in the Redbox yet that just came out, we would go and we would like buy them. We used to get these coupons for it, I remember, like for new releases, because we would buy them, or maybe it was through Fandango or something, I don't remember. But anyway, we would go and we would buy like these movies on the weekends. I think it was usually like a Sunday night, and we would like buy 2 movies, and then we would also like buy that microwave popcorn that comes in like the container that you like, you know what I'm talking about. It's like shoot, what do you call it? It looks like a bin, like why can't I think of the word I'm looking for? Not microwave popcorn. When you go to the movie theater and you get the tub of popcorn, that's what it looks like. But they sell it, and it's like red and white striped, and they sell it like at Walmart and grocery stores and stuff. And you just put it right in the microwave. So we would each get one of those, and then I would put M&Ms in mine because I love that. But then we would get like candy, and, you know, he would get his sours and stuff because he likes that, and we would, you know, do all that. And then we would come back and we would like get in bed and we would watch, you know, the wind would be like coming through, and it was like real nice, and the dogs would be on the bed with us, and we would like, you know, watch these movies. We used to do that a lot back in the day. But we don't, if we watch movies, we usually watch them down in the living room now. And more so we watch, at that time we didn't have a lot of TV shows together that we watch, but now we have, you know, certain TV shows we watch together and certain things that we watch and whatever. So we'll watch like documentaries and stuff together, but back then we didn't, you know. We watched more like movies. I remember, maybe it was the second Christmas we were together. He gave me, because I had never seen like the whole Batman series, you know, like The Dark Prince and all that kind of stuff. I'd never, is that what it's called? I don't remember, but anyway, I'd never seen any of that, and I wanted to see it. So he bought me like the box set. I think it was like 3 movies, and one night we just, maybe it was more than that, maybe it was like 4 or 5 movies, I don't know, but I think it was just 3. They're so long, and one night we just watched them back to back. That was really fun. I really liked those movies, actually. I liked them so much that I hardly even remember them. But I did. I was telling Fufu when we were visiting him in San Diego, I was like, do you remember when your brother and I would take you to movies in high school? And he was like, yeah. He was like, I remember you guys would take me. And he was like, you always wanted to take me to scary movies. And I was like, we like took him to Transformers one time and he thought it was scary. I was like, he's like, I still don't like scary movies. I was like, you don't watch scary movies? And Jesse was like, he will not watch scary movies. He's terrified of them. I was like, Fufu. I was like, Transformers isn't really scary. He was like, I never thought Transformers was scary. I was like, yes, you did. I remember. Like, you were like, this movie is scary. I was like, Transformers. He was like 14. No, he would have been 15 at the time. And he was like, no, it was a different movie that you took me to. It wasn't Transformers. It was a different movie that you guys took me to that I thought was scary. I was like, okay, it was Transformers. I remember. He was like, I think that I would not think Transformers was scary. We used to always, like, this was kind of weird to me, but I think, like, a lot of families probably do this. Like, this was so hard for me when I, like, first started doing, like, holidays with Alex's family. So Alex's family does holidays for, like, 16 hours straight. I mean, I'm not even lying. Like, it is really that long, and everybody just kind of, like, goes home and, like, gets their pajamas and comes back and changes, and, you know, it's just, like, it's just this ongoing, constant thing, right? Well, I wasn't used to it because You know, I was an only child, so I was always with my mom, and then we would go over to my aunt's house, you know, on holidays and whatever, but literally, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, not New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know, things like that was like, especially like Christmas and Thanksgiving, because these are like the two that I'm really talking about with them, we would like go, and there would be like a half an hour before, or maybe we, you know, everybody would have drinks, or, you know, Caroline and I would have a Coke, and we'd all sit in the living room and catch up. That'd be like a half an hour before, and then like really about 15 minutes into it, my aunt would go in the kitchen and she would start pulling everything out and getting ready to cook. She'd be like, we're gonna eat in 15 minutes. And then we would sit down and we would all eat, and we would eat real fast. Everybody eats real fast. And then my uncle would get up, and he would get up from the table before everybody was even done anyway. And then my aunt would be like, and it would be literally like me and my mom sitting at the table eating still. And my aunt would be like, do you guys want a piece of pie? She'd say, you know, I have chocolate cake. She always got this chocolate cake at this bakery here in town called Taylor's Bakery. It was like this fantastic chocolate cake. And she'd say, I have the world's best chocolate cake, and I have pumpkin pie, and I have pecan pie. What do you want? And I would always want a piece of pumpkin pie and pecan pie, with whipped cream, of course. And my mom would want everything. And it would literally be my mom and I sitting at this huge table while everybody went and played video games or did this. My aunt, or my uncle, and my cousin's son, and like my Caroline's husband, his two sons, when they were growing up and they lived here, they would all go and see a movie. Like they would all like leave. Like we would eat, and then like they would leave like 20 minutes later to go see a movie in the afternoon, and we would all just be like, okay, I guess everybody left. And then it was like Caroline, my Aunt Kathy, my mom and I, and then my aunt would be like, or my cousin would be like, well, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna lay down for a little bit before they all get back from the movie. So literally within like an hour, if we were not unwrapping presents like on Christmas, which that was a real quick thing too, then we were like in and out in less than like 2 hours. I mean, true story, in and out within 2 hours, you know? I look back on that and it really kind of makes me sad. I said something to Caroline one time about it. I said, you know, Caroline, I said, like, when we go to Alex's family, it's like we, you know, stay for a really long time. I said, I just feel like it's such a rush job. It's like drive-through holidays. Like, why are we even doing this? Like, why are we even getting together if we're not going to actually spend some time with one another? And she was like, I totally agree. She was like, I didn't know that you wanted to stay. And so we've been like staying longer and like visiting and stuff like that, which has been really nice. Which, thank God I have a cousin, you know, that I can actually talk to about those kinds of things. I mean, I know that people have family members that they, like, can't say anything to. You know, you would offend the masses if you did. But, like, with my, you know, my family, we've always been, like, open about that kind of stuff. I just wish I would have said something when my mom, my aunt, and uncle were still alive, you know? Like, do we all want to rush through like this? Or do we want to maybe enjoy each other's company? I know my mom would have loved that, to have sat around there for a couple hours, you know? So, then I enter Alex's family, and it's like, well, on Christmas Eve, it just turns into craziness because dinner is late, and then presents are at midnight, and then that goes till about 1:30 or 2, and then, you know, then they do this party thing where it's like this crazy party that goes on all night long, and like literally they're up dancing till like 6 or 7 in the morning. I always tell Alex, I'm like, I cannot stay that late. If you want to stay, you stay, but I cannot stay that late. But like Thanksgiving, like we will go over there, and if they do Thanksgiving, sometimes like, I don't know, Alex's mom did Thanksgiving last year, but like, or even if it's like for somebody's birthday, we'll go over there, and then like the dinner will occur, which is like 2 hours of everybody getting their food and sitting down and eating and going and getting more food and whatever. Then, you know, desserts, and then the birthday cake, and then Thanksgiving, and if we're doing Thanksgiving, you know, like more dessert, and people coming, people going the whole time. And then after everybody's visited and everybody's come and everybody's gone, and it's been about 6 hours, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm ready to go home and take a nap, right? I'm so tired. They'll like all kind of like mosey over to the couch at some point, and they'll be like, okay, so let's pick a movie to watch. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't understand this at first. And everybody will like change into sweats or something, or like, you know, pajamas, and then we'll all sit there and watch a movie together. Well, my first year or two with them, I just had such a hard time with it. I just was like, I'm not used to this. Now I love it, you know? Now I have no problem. Alex will be like, if you're tired, just go upstairs and go to sleep. And I'm like, that was such a weird concept to me, okay? Like, I'm at somebody's house, it's my in-laws' house. Like, I would never have, like, I know this is gonna sound strange to a lot of people, but like, when I was a little kid, like at my aunt and uncle's, I would have. But like as an adult, I would never have gone over to like Caroline's house and gone upstairs and taken a nap. I would never have. Like I would be like, I'm gonna go home, you know? And to like my aunt and uncle's, I wouldn't have done that. I would just been like, I'm gonna go home. And so like with Alex's, because it's sometimes we can be there like 8 and 10 hours. Now what I do typically is if I start getting really tired, well, I'll watch like a movie, but they'll sometimes watch 2 and 3 movies in a row and then decide they want pizza. And then, you know, it's like, we got there at like 1 and it's now like 4 a.m. and it's just like the thing's gone on and on and on together, which is so cool, you know, because they love spending time together as a family. I think we love spending time together as a family too. I just don't think that, I don't know. I don't know. I used to think it was a cultural thing, but I don't necessarily think it is a cultural thing now, because I know families in the United States that just really love spending a lot of time together, and it's very similar to that. Fufu's girlfriend, her family's like that, you know. She's got 3 sisters, and like they just did this huge family trip to Michigan, and they spent like the whole time there together and all this kind of stuff. So I don't know, you know, like I don't necessarily think it's a cultural thing, but I used to, because I just wasn't used to it, and it was so weird for me to like get used to it and understand it and be like, okay, so this is family, like this is how family works. Now, like, I would like fall asleep on the couch, you know, like in the living room while everybody else is sitting there watching a movie or dancing or whatever, or get up and participate, you know, and somebody else is sleeping. It's kind of like do whatever you want to do, you know, and it's really nice and it's relaxed and it's just very calm and cool. I love it, you know. I think because there's just not really any expectations. I think what made me realize or remember that was that I remember like the first holiday I spent with them, like everybody went upstairs and got in Fufu's bedroom. It was like, we had been there like a long time, and it was like Alex and Fufu and Maya and I think Carlos and his girlfriend at the time, and all these people were there. It was like 7 or 8 people, 6 or 7 people, like in Fufu's bedroom on the floor, and everybody was just kind of like huddled together in like sleeping bags and stuff, and they were watching, which is funny because I can't believe that Fufu was scared of scary movies, but he watched this. I don't remember this movie at all, but they were watching Hellboy, and I think they just did a remake of that. And I just remember like coming up there and it feeling so awkward, but at the same time it just was so homey, you know? And now I love that I'm just like, I can come and go as much as I want, you know? Because usually now, like on Christmas and stuff, like I'll come and stay for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I'll go home and I'll let the dogs out and feed the dogs, and I'll stay there for like an hour and a half, and I'll take a nap with the dogs and stuff like that, and then I'll go back over. That's typically what I do, because I just don't like leaving them alone all that time. But the last couple years, like Alex hasn't really wanted to stay as late either. He gets like really, really tired, I think, because, you know, he works so hard. And then when Christmas or Thanksgiving comes around, well, Thanksgiving this year, I can tell you, I don't remember if I did it last year. God, I have to look at my vlog. I think I went down by myself last year, but I want to do Black Friday shopping again. I think I went down there late last year by myself is what happened. I don't know. I'll have to look and see. But I want to go to the Edinburgh Outlet Mall and do Black Friday shopping. I want to do that again. My eyes are tired tonight. I've been really bad about my contacts lately, you guys. I have not been taking them out. I think that I've left. I did not used to do this. I do not know what happened. I used to be so weird about taking my contacts out every single night. Every single night. I've literally left these contacts in, you guys. Like, I'm leaving my contacts in, I mean, probably for like a week and a half, and then taking them out for one night, and then leaving them in for a week and a half again. And I'm sure that's not good for your eyes. It's really bad for your eyes. You need to let your eyes breathe, you know, and my eyes are really tired lately. Plus, I'm sure my contact lenses are just totally dirty, you know. Although, I have a friend of mine that's an ophthalmologist, and he used to tell me that your eyes clean themselves out, like clean your contacts out and stuff like that. If you get something in your eye, eventually it'll clean it out of your eye. But tonight I'm going to take my contacts out, and I'm going to put new contacts in tomorrow, because I need to, like, rest my eyes. Oh, man. I'm kind of honestly ready for the holidays. Like, I'm excited about Halloween at Melissa's. And Alex doesn't get off late till that night. And I don't know. The kids are probably going to go trick-or-treating early. I don't even know if I'm going to go over there now. We'll just have to wait and see. So, yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited. We'll go over there and we'll watch like a scary movie like Halloween or something. Or we sometimes watch the Roseanne Halloweens. And then, we used to always watch the Roseanne Halloweens. And then I loaned Maddie my copy of all the Halloween episodes. I think Melissa has it too. I don't remember if she gave it back to me or not, but I don't really care. I don't need it. But, we would sit there and we would watch like 4 of them in a row. Everything's so spooky. There's like, I think 8 or 9 Halloween episodes from Roseanne. And then Melissa makes all the chili and the cookies and everything like that. It's real fun. And then she has a cheese machine, which is Alex's favorite, because it's like nacho cheese dip, you know. He's always like, is there going to be the cheese machine? She's like, yes, there's going to be the cheese machine, which the cheese machine is like nachos. Well, she'll probably have the cheese machine at Errands tomorrow night. She'll probably take it over there. Alex gets so excited about that stupid cheese machine. I should probably just buy him a cheese machine. I was thinking about that Pura thing that I reviewed on my, on my review channel. Well, I was thinking about it because I was setting it up today, because I've been like, okay, it's been sitting here on my kitchen counter for like 3 weeks and I haven't set it up yet. I have all this stuff I've got to do. And it's been sitting there on the kitchen counter, so I took it out tonight. You have to like download the app, and then like, it just, for some reason, I couldn't like, I don't know, it wasn't working. So I was like, okay, I'll do this tomorrow. But I was like, this would be such a great gift for Caroline for Christmas. So I think I'm going to get one of those for Caroline for Christmas. And I want to start buying Christmas presents now, so that when Christmas comes around, like, it's all done. You know what I mean? These cars are going really fast. I don't love doing last minute Christmas shopping. Like, I think the idea of it is fun, to like go out on Christmas, you know, Christmas. I used to love to shop on Christmas Eve. I would wait till Christmas Eve to do all of my shopping, literally, because I loved the idea of like a Christmas carol and everybody out, you know, at the last minute shopping. And there's this movie that I love that was actually a book, and somebody bought it for me last year. I'm going to read it during the holidays this year. And it's The Box of Delights. And the BBC did this. I can hear the song in my head. It's like dun 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 dun. But anyway, the BBC did a mini series, and they, you know, did it. And years ago, like maybe like in the 80s or something. And I have it like on VCR, but it's also on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. So it's called The Box of Delights, and it's fantastic. And it's about this kid, and he's like an orphan, and he has like a lot of money or something. Like, they don't say that, but you can kind of assume that he does. And so he's coming home from school, and he has like a governess, and she like has to go back in the city, so he has to stay at this house by himself with these 2 sisters and a brother, and their names are the Joneses. He calls them the damn Joneses. And so anyway, he takes this train, and it's real like mystical and kind of like world building and stuff. You should go watch it, it's great. But anyway, the music's real eerie. But like the first episode, or the first part of it, he like gets off the train and he comes home, and like they live in this little house out in the middle of nowhere. It's real pretty scenery and stuff, you know, in this like English countryside, and it's like all this snow. And she gets a call that she has to go back into London, and so he's like, I'll take you to the train station, and because I have to go in and do some last minute shopping for those damn Joneses. I think that's the kids' names, the Joneses. But anyway, there's just something to me that's kind of fun about doing last minute Christmas shopping, but then I get stressed out because last minute Christmas shopping means last minute Christmas wrapping, and I don't love last minute Christmas wrapping. That's not so much fun. So then you have to do all that, you know, and then it's like, oh my God. So yeah, I don't love the last minute Christmas wrapping of presents and all that kind of stuff. But I just had like this triggering memory, and I've talked about this on here before, but Alex and I used to adopt a family every year for Christmas. And it was through the United Christmas Service, I think is what it's called. And one year, I think maybe it was our first year that we did it, because we kind of like went crazy that first year, and we threw this event to raise money for this family, and we like did everything. And like we had friends of ours that donated all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was just unbelievable. But anyway, I was sitting on the carpet, the floor, so it would have been when we still had carpet in the house. I was sitting on the floor in the living room area. Yeah, it was when the setup was the old way. I see the Christmas tree there, and I was wrapping the presents to take over the family, because it's usually like you take them over like a couple days before. I think it was taking over like the 22nd or the 23rd. I don't really remember. I don't know the date, but it was the morning that the Sandy Hook shootings happened. And I remember sitting there on the floor wrapping presents, just watching it in total disbelief. Like, I just could not believe this was happening. So whatever that date was, I was sitting there that day wrapping presents for this family. I just couldn't believe it. I remember just being like, oh my God. It was so sad. That was so sad. I'll tell you a fantastic documentary. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore, but it was with this mother and father of kids that were killed in Sandy Hook. They weren't like a couple. It was like a father of a son and then like a mother of a daughter, I think. And they like went around and they spoke about stuff. And it just... when you heard the people in the documentary, I've talked about this specifically on here before, but when you hear the people in the documentary talk about, like, there was this one part that was just so, like, I don't know, powerful to me, and not powerful like in a positive, it was just so emotional, was when this one parent was talking about that they were bringing out all the kids in the elementary school. And the teachers would come out, and the kids would be holding hands, singing. Stupid camera always stops when I'm getting emotional. But the classes would walk out holding hands, singing songs. And these teachers, like, knew what had happened. Like, they had been trying to hold it together, you know. Do you know that principal, like, ran down the hallway and, like, threw herself in front of the shooter, and he shot her and killed her so she could protect the kids? You want to talk about bravery? I don't know that I have that kind of bravery in me. I'd like to think I do, but I don't think I do. And so this one mother was talking about how, you know, each class would come out, and then, like, the parents would all run up to it. And there was so it was becoming less and less parents that didn't have kids, and there was like this one class of parents that was all standing together. And when the last class came through and they knew that like their kids didn't come in, you know, she was like, we all knew. And then they showed like the Christmas concert of the kids like the week before. I just think that, you know, I don't understand why things like that happen. His father in the movie, in the documentary, you know, one of the fathers like recently took his life, the parents in the Sandy Hook thing. I think the weird thing about it is when you watch the documentary, it's such an idyllic town. Like, it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's just like nothing, you would think nothing was ever going to happen in this town, right? This one father, like, you can kind of tell, like, he's never going to be okay again. Like, I don't know how you would be, right? But he's just shaken to his core, you can tell. And he's, like, the one that's going around speaking and things like that. It is, you guys, I mean, if you've never seen it, I think it's just called Sandy Hook, actually. If you've never seen it, I mean, it's an emotional documentary, but you should definitely watch it. I remember sitting there wrapping those presents. It's so weird. And then I had to go pick up all these meals. We had gotten this like restaurant that does like home cooking here in town. We got them to donate like their Christmas dinner to them, Christmas Eve dinner, and it was like all this fried chicken, mashed potatoes, coleslaw, stuffing, you know, biscuits, pies. And so I went and picked it up warm, and we took the presents over there, I remember. That's a real humbling experience, you know, to see people that have to humble themselves enough to ask for help because they know if they don't, their kids won't have a Christmas. And I can't say that any person that we ever did it for, there wasn't a certain amount of shame, I think, that I witnessed from them that they shouldn't have felt, you know, like... I remember when we did the last one, and Alex got so moved because of the woman whose husband had been deported to Mexico, and he could never come back. And I just remember like the look on Alex's face, and he was just like, never, you know, like... I remember we talked about it in the car, and he was just like, I can't even imagine, you know. And like, they were so, I would say, like, upbeat. Like, they were so, she just was so nice. Like, I remember we were like, what do you want? Like, no, like, we know what you want for the kids, but like, what do you want? Like, we have extra, you know, because you like, you're allowed to spend a certain amount of money. So we were like, you know, we have like extra money for like you know, like, what do you want? Because usually they go in first and they're like, okay, you have to buy like coats and like underwear and pants and shoes and stuff like that, right? And then like the kids are allowed to ask like for so many toys and things like that. And but then the parents are supposed to ask for things too. They're like supposed to ask for like one thing that they need. It's supposed to be like one thing they need and then like one luxury thing that they want. Not a luxury thing like, you know, Louis Vuitton purse, but like one thing that they would want. And I remember we kept on like asking her, and she like wouldn't tell us, like because Alex talked to her because she spoke Spanish. That's why we were actually giving her, because the people that United Christmas Service, it was like a last minute thing. They had like a last minute family, and they were like, we don't have anybody to place her with, and she only speaks Spanish. Would you guys please do it? And I was like, yeah, we weren't going to do it this year because we kind of got late to the game of it all. But you know, it was like, that was such a weird thing. It was like a God moment, because it was like we were supposed to be placed with them. Like, that moment, like, forever changed me. Like, I don't know. I felt so grateful to have met that woman. Like, I don't know. She just was such a strong woman and such a strong lady. And, you know, she wouldn't ask us for anything. And then finally, she was like, we like pushed her, you know, and like, I was like, Alex, she's got to give us something. We have to give her something. We can't just not give her something for Christmas. She's not going to get a present from anybody, you know? And, so finally she was like, if you could just get me a little small TV, for the bedroom, just something small, you know, that I could, and she literally was like, something small that I could watch, you know, TV within the bedroom, so that, you know, when I'm by myself, that, you know, I can have some time to myself or whatever. And one of our friends that owns a bar, has like plasma screen 60-inch TVs like around the bar, and he donated like a 60-inch TV, plasma screen TV to her. And one of my friends, we went to Costco and we went to Target, and she probably bought her $300 worth of clothes. I mean, we literally just like, she just like pushed her cart through and just was like throwing stuff in. She was like, do you think she'd like this? Do you think she'd like this? It was all like these long sweaters and sweats and pajamas and outfits to wear, you know, to work and things like that. People were so gracious. I just, you know, it just was unbelievable. It was just unbelievable. I think that, you know, and often in life we look for the negative or the nasty, but I do think that if we look for the positive, that it's there too in so many people. I think there's so many people, you know, that, I don't know, maybe Alex and I need to do that again this year. We haven't done that for a long time. I remember the reason that we started it was, you know, Alex said to me, we were talking about what we wanted for Christmas. It was like some random conversation at the beginning of like November. The thing is, you kind of had to register for these things early because they place like the family specifically with certain people, you know? If it's a bigger family, they usually do like a company. Like if you work for a company, sometimes you can like take something off of like, they'll have a tree and it'll say like gloves, and you can buy the gloves and underwear, and you know what I'm talking about? So we were sitting, it was like at dinner or something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like in the beginning of November. And we were talking about like what we want for Christmas, and Alex said, you know, what if we like adopted a family? Well, one of the places that he worked, they had done it like the year before, and he was like, what if we adopt a family? And I was like with a company or like just us? And he was like, no, just us. And then we could like, you know, do a fundraiser, and we could raise money, you know, to buy the things, and we could just give them this like once in a lifetime, over the top, crazy Christmas, which we did. Thankfully, to all of our friends and family that just were unbelievably gracious, you know? And, so I was like, he was like, you know, Alex was like, you know, we are so blessed to have the lives that we have, you know, like we have everything we need. We don't need anything for Christmas this year. Let's do this for them. And, I just kind of like that year, like we got him, like, so when we like had all the money and the stuff that people like gave us, and like they gave us presents, and some people gave us money, like then we went and bought stuff with it, you know, I just like kind of couldn't stop. Like I just got so excited by all of it, you know, I don't know, and you know, at that time, Alex's family was like small, you know, it was like, Fufu was in high school and his mom was here, but Carlos and Liliana weren't even together. Carlos was in Venezuela, you know, and Maya didn't live here. And so it was like it was like our family was small, kind of. And so it really gave Alex and I something to do, and it just really give back and get out of ourselves for a little while, which was fantastic. And it just was such a cool experience. I would recommend it to anybody if you've never done it before. We should do that again this year, I think. I have some funny stories that go along with it too, but we'll share those for another time. I'm so thirsty. What time am I on there? This Manny MUA lip gloss really truly is so nice. I'm Did you guys see that Shane Dawson's coming out with lip gloss and it's called Shane Glosson? You know I'll be getting some of that. Oh, man. So, yeah. Well, that like little train of thought went in a weird direction. Started me talking about last minute Christmas shopping. But I've kind of like, I need to make a list of Christmas gifts now that I want to get people. And then be done with it way in advance. Alex usually does his family, like we'll both go in and get his mom and grandma something, but like they do, like, so we get like one gift, well we get the kids stuff always, but then we get like one gift for Carlos and Liliana, one gift for like Jackie and Ed, so we don't do like, you know, a gift for everybody, and they are not like gift exchanges for Christmas between the adults just does not mean a whole lot to them, so they don't spend a whole lot of money anyway, so it just has to be like something small, you know. And, so I don't know what we want to get his mom this year, and his grandma. I usually go to Half Price Books, because that's like the best place to find them, honestly. Can't find them a whole lot at Barnes & Noble, but his grandma loves to read. So I like go to Half Price Books, and I buy her all these books in Spanish, like, I mean, just random stuff like Daniel Steele and Jodi Picoult and all these books in Spanish, you know. Express alterations. Do people still get stuff alterated a lot? Alterated? Do people still get alterations on their clothes a lot? Alterated, is that a word? It doesn't sound like a word. This woman's like ordering like 15 probably Big Macs because her order took forever. Pumpkin spice goodness. That pumpkin spice latte is gross from here. There's literally like a car behind me.
How can I help you?
Can I get a large Diet Coke, please?
108.
I now have 2 pennies. I need 1 more penny. Do you guys remember those games back in the day where you would like guess how many like jelly beans were in a jar, how many pennies? You know what? Do you remember that back in the day? I used to love those. I never won. Of course not. I never won anything. Thank you. I haven't seen my one friend that works in here. I haven't seen her in a long time. Maybe she don't work in here anymore. Last time I was at the casino, there was this one woman that worked in there. She was so fun. I constantly talked. Oh, I think it is my friend tonight. Oh, I love her if it is her. But I would talk to this girl when I went in there. She was so hilarious, this casino. And she'd come and she'd rub my machine, would give me luck and stuff. And I overheard somebody else saying that she had quit and she was doing like home health care or something. And so I asked this other girl that works there that I'm friends with, and I was like, whatever happened to so-and-so? And she's like, oh, she works from home now. I was like, how did somebody get home health care, works from home? So I said to her, I go, is it home health care? And she goes, no. So Isn't it funny how people come and go? It's like I would see her every time I talk to her and be like, hey, how are you? This is where people are like, isn't Peter's pathetic life, isn't his sad life so pathetic that he's friends with people that work at the casino? No, I think it's really nice, actually. I think it's nice when people are friendly to you and no matter where you go. Like, if this is this woman that works here, I love her. She's so sweet. And she's always so nice to me. Why wouldn't you want to develop relationships with people wherever you go, you know? I actually, on a customer service point of view, like, I would go back to restaurants, coffee places, fast food places if the people are nicer and they actually, like, remember me and are, like, friendly and talkative. Like, that would be a reason for me to actually go back to a place, you know? She truly did get a bunch of food because this is taking forever. Atlanta. The McDonald's is hopping tonight on a Friday night. On a Friday night. I can't believe it's Friday night. It doesn't feel like a Friday night. Fall nights when I was in high school, I don't know. Weekend nights just don't seem like weekend nights anymore. You know, like, I don't know why the light in this camera goes in and out, in and out, in and out. But back in the day, like when I was in high school, I feel like maybe it's because like I don't even get out until, you know, like past midnight or something. Probably is. But, you know, like when I was in high school, I feel like from like 6 on, it was like the world was just like crazy busy. I mean, like, I think that's kind of funny. Like tonight I was like out like doing errands and stuff. Well, no, I was back home by that point. But like, you know, sometimes when I'm out at that time doing errands and whatever, it's like when I was in high school, like I would pick up my friends at like 6. Like that was when we would like go out for the night. And I remember this one girl that we were friends with. I kind of hope that she comes to the reunion because I haven't seen her since we graduated, and I would love to see her. We were like really, really good friends in high school, but her, I've told this story on here before because my mom cussed her mom out on the phone. This is my friend that works here. She's got a new hairdo today, and this woman's complaining, and she is not having it. I'm trying to listen to this conversation, can you tell? Stop bothering me. I don't think she's talking about food, though. I think they're talking about something else. I'm gonna give her a hard time. She don't wish she hadn't been sitting there talking. How are you?
All right.
Your hair looks so pretty. You got a new hairdo.
Thank you. It was my birthday. I had to try to look cute.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
When was your birthday?
It was Friday.
Well, happy. Did you do something fun?
No.
Well, what were you chatting with her up all about?
Her hair. Asked her what does she do? How does she keep it from being dry?
Yeah.
Because you know when I wet it curls up and then it looks dry.
It looks cute though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wait till I get 54 years old to figure out I had good hair.
You know what? We figure out everything later in life, don't we? But you don't look 54. You look great.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. She's so sweet. I love her. And she sure doesn't look one bit 54 at all. And can I just tell you what I love about that right now is, do you know how many people I know that are like 30 won't even admit that they're 30? And she straight up sit there to a total stranger in the McDonald's drive-thru. It's like, well, I mean, I'm not a total stranger. I come through there all the time. But, I mean, she straight up looked at me and just said, you know, she's 54 years old. She is not afraid to own her age at all. I think that is fantastic. I think we should all own our age. You know, I think there is nothing wrong with being older or a certain age and whatever. Do you remember, like, people back in the day would always lie about their ages? I still have friends of mine that lie about their ages. Was I telling this on here, or was I telling this to a friend of mine? I don't know, but, like, I was looking at people on the Facebook. Okay, the Facebook's gotten real bad for me since this reunion stuff started. So I was looking on the Facebook, and there was this guy on there that, like, I knew in high school, and we're, like, the same grade, and I was, like, young for my grade, so I was born in 72, which means that most people were born in 71 in my grade, And I looked, and on his Facebook, and he's with somebody much younger. So am I, but it's not like I lie about my age, right? And on his Facebook, it said his birthday, and it said 1978. I was like, is that a mistake? Like, seriously? Are you trying to pull that over on somebody that you were born in 1978? Doesn't look a day like he was born in 1978. What is up here on my thing? I'm not trying to, like, be cruel or anything like that, but let's just be for real, okay? I don't look like I was born in 1978. And I still look good, like, from Waiting to Exhale. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would you lie about something like that? Like, you're gonna age yourself back 7 years? I think because he just wants to act like he's 40, you know? Well... I was thinking about a friend of mine the other day. I swear to God, okay, so when we met her, it was her 33rd birthday, okay? It was around the time of her 33rd birthday. I think truly at the time that I met her, she was probably about 36 or 37. I really do. This girl has been 33, I mean, literally since I have known her. Okay, and I've known her probably 10 years. Oh, I've known her longer than that. And she's still 33. If you ask her, I mean, and she does not bat an eye. And I don't know her that well that I'm going to be like, girl, you're not 33. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know her like that to be calling her out on her lies. But, I mean, like, I've literally been sitting there when she tells somebody, they'll be like, oh yeah, like, they'll be like, what year did you graduate? And she'll be like, oh, blah, 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 whatever. And then, like, I guess she has all the dates memorized in her head. And she'll be like, yeah, I'm 33. I just turned 33 on my last birthday. And I'm like, you were 33 when I met you so long ago. So long ago. So long ago. Let me pull out those pictures from your 33rd birthday party 5 times in a row. And isn't that such a random age to pick, too? 33. Like, why 33? Why not 31 or 35? But 33? Like, I think that's such a, I don't know, it's such like a random age. I just don't get it, you know? My mother used to play into that, though, like, until she got into her 50s, and then she was kind of cool with me in her 50s. She, like, kind of enjoyed it. But before that, she'd be like, you never ask a woman her age. I'm like... But that is something like, you know, like, did you not get taught that when you were raised? I did. That you never ask a woman her age. Like, I was, like, that was one of, like, the big things I was taught, you know? So now if I want to know, I'm just like, so did you graduate around the same time as I did? Or if somebody says something about, like, oh, we probably were the same age, I'm like, oh, no, I must be much, well, it's going to stop, hold on. I'll be like, I must be much older than you. And they'll be like, oh no. And I'll be like, no, I'm much older than you. And they'll say, how old do you think I am? So if I think they're 45, I won't say 45 because that's rude. I'll say, ooh, I don't know. 33? No, I'm joking. But anyway, they'll always cut me off before I guess anyway. And then they'll say something, they'll go, I'm 45. And I'll be like, oh, really? You look, you know, she looked great. You know, the thing is though, I'm so bad with ages is that most time that people tell me, like, how old they are, I always think they look like 10 years younger than they really are. Like, I really do. Like, I'm so bad at guessing ages. So, I don't know that I would know, you know? I know this. When I had brown hair, no beard, and I was 60 pounds thinner, I got guessed as 33. Or when I, you know, before we got married. And as soon as I grew my beard out, grew my hair out, and gained a bunch of weight, people guessed me for over 50. True story. Which is hilarious to me. And all those people that always steal my steal my pictures and make their fake accounts. I got 2 today. 2 of those people, and they're both Twitter accounts. They always age me up to like 55. I'm like, I know I look older, but I don't look 55. My God, come on. Not that there's anything wrong with 55, but I mean, that's 8 years older than I am right now, you know? 8 years older than I am right now. I can't do math. I really can't. I feel like I canceled a hair appointment and didn't reschedule it in time or something because I feel like this has been like 6 weeks. Like, my hair is really long right now. It's like really long back here. And I'm getting it cut next week. But I really could use to get it cut right now. think I get it cut next Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember, but I'm ready. I'm ready for a haircut. Oh, man. Well, all right, listen. I think I'm going to get off here now and listen to my audiobook. Because it is really, really good, and it's really scary, and I want to get into it a little bit while I'm not super, I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not like, I can listen to like an hour of it right now and enjoy it. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get off here, and then I'm going to get up tomorrow, and I've got to figure out what I'm going to wear as a costume. I'm thinking maybe a lumberjack. What do y'all think about a lumberjack? Then I can wear a plaid shirt. I could probably go to the Meijer right now and actually see if they have anything lumberjacky. And maybe I'll get like... Maybe I'll be a lumberjack. And then get like a toy axe. Do you think they have like a toy? I'm sure they have a toy axe at Spirit Halloween. I think that would be cute to go as a lumberjack, don't you? I just need to get a red plaid shirt. And then like maybe a long underwear shirt underneath it. And wear it with jeans and boots and then carry a... carry an axe. That's such a pathetic costume. Alex is going, he's wearing his shark onesie. I wonder what I could go as. I could go as like one of the characters from Jaws. Who would I go as? I could like get a plastic raft and like blow it up and put blood all over it and be that boy in the ocean and put my head through it. I could be the boy in the ocean whose mother comes and spits in Roy Scheider's face. That would be kind of funny if Alex and I went as that. Wouldn't that be funny? I could go as Roy Scheider from Jaws. How would you do that? Wear round rim glasses? How else would you do it? I'm not going to color my hair brown for this. I have a beard, so... I don't know. I was also thinking I could do Ernest Hemingway and wear a long black turtleneck. I might do that. I was looking through on Google and I saw this. I was looking at literary comments. I was looking up literary comments. I was looking up literary costumes. And one was so cute. And it was like, do you know the book, the novella by Ernest Hemingway called The Old Man and the Sea? So it was a couple, right? And he was dressed like an old man. And he had on like a Hawaiian shirt and like shorts, and this beard, and he was like a bald cap on, and he was dressed like an old man, and she was just dressed normal, and she had a letter C on her shirt. The Old Man in the Sea, get it? Oh my god, I thought that was so cute. Anyway. My friend one year, he used to go all out for Halloween, and he went as Windblown one year, and he took this suit and he wired it with like wire hangers, and so like everything was like pointed that way, and he had like trash and birds and cans and everything, so when you were looking at him, it looked like everything was like blowing, like he was blowing in the wind. It was so cool. It was one of the coolest costumes I've ever seen, but I don't have that kind of time to work on something like that tomorrow. I don't really care that bad. I wish I could get like a harpoon thing or something that could be a shark hunter. Since Alex is going to wear his shark onesie. Well, I have a Jaws t-shirt. I could just wear that. And we could go as Jaws and Baby Jaws. Do you guys want to hear a joke? Okay, so I literally, my favorite joke in the entire world is, why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ain't 9. I don't know why I'm thinking of this joke because of whales, but anyway, my girlfriend in high school, she told me this joke, and this is like literally the only joke I've ever known in my life to like tell. I'm horrible with jokes, I don't remember them, whatever, right? But I do remember this joke. And she told it to me in high school, and it's like the only joke I have, right? Okay. If your kids are listening right now, this is probably a time to say goodnight to T.O. Peter. Good night, Peter. Good night, Uncle Peter. We're done for the night. This is kind of an adult joke, so. Okay, just giving you fair warning. It's kind of an adult joke, but kind of like an innocent adult joke, right? So there's these 2 whales out in the middle of the ocean, okay? There's this big whale, and then there's this baby whale. And the big whale is like swimming all around, and he's like real bored, and he sees this whale watching boat, right? And he says to the little whale, he was like, you want to have some fun? And the little whale's like, yeah, let's have some fun. And he's like, okay. He said, do you see that whale watching boat over there? And the little whale's like, yeah. He goes, okay, we're going to go over there, and we're going to come out of the water. And when we come out of the water, we're going to blow air through our holes. And he goes, and that will really scare the whale, or scare the people on the whale watching boat. And he goes, little whale goes, okay, let's go do that. And he goes, so they go over, and the whale watching boat comes around, and they come out of the water, and they blow air out of the holes, and all the people clap, and they're real excited, right? So the big whale goes underneath the water, and he's like, okay, and now he's pissed, right? Because he wanted to scare the people, and that didn't scare the people. So he was like, do you want to do something real fun? And the little whale's like, yeah, let's have fun. And he goes, okay. He goes, this time when the whale watching boat comes around, he goes, we're going to go up, and we're going to show our teeth to all the people, and that'll really scare them. And the little whale's like, yeah. So the whale watching boat comes around, and the big whale and the little whale, they go up and they show the people their teeth, and all the people clap, and they're real excited, right? Well, now the big whale is really pissed, see? Because he wanted to scare the people, and the people aren't scared at all. So he goes back underneath the water with the little whale, and he goes, okay, I've had it. He goes, do you really want to scare the people? And the little whale's like, yeah, let's scare the people. So he goes, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go around, and this time, when the whale watching boat comes around, you're going to hit the side of the boat and knock somebody over. I'm going to hit the side of the boat and knock somebody over, and then you're going to swallow him. And the little whale's like, no. And the big whale's like, why not? And he goes, I do blowjobs, but I don't swallow semen. Oh, you know you are so dumb when you are laughing at your own joke. I am so pathetic. My 14 haters that make sure to dislike my vlog on a daily basis, they are living for that joke right now. I hope I at least put a smile on one of your faces. At least one of your faces. Those of you out there that hate me so much, I hope that joke brought a little bit of joy to you. Anyway, that's my one and only joke that I remember besides why 6 afraid of 7. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna get off here now and listen to my audiobook, The Chain. You should go listen to it. It's fantastic. And I hope you guys are, so yeah, what is tomorrow? Saturday. Oh, I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Do something exciting, or watch a TV show or a movie. Something, you know, spend some time with loved ones. Have a dinner that you haven't had in a long time, or go to the grocery store and get some of your favorite kind of ice cream. Just do something that's going to make today stand out. You know, life is not a dress rehearsal, and you are exchanging a day of your life for it. Make plans for something exciting in the future, you know? We can live in today and plan for tomorrow. Plan for tomorrow and today. And I just talked about that on my Peterisms video today. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and say, I love you, you are valuable, and you are important. Do your daily affirmations every single day, and tell yourself good things about yourself until you believe them. And treat yourselves well, treat yourselves kind, be better to yourself on a daily basis. I think that's something that needs to be said more, that we need to treat ourselves a little bit kinder on a daily basis. We talk about kindness to others, but I think that kindness to ourselves is important too. And most importantly, make sure that you let somebody else know how important they are to you, because you just don't know who might need to hear it today. We all need to hear it, I think, you know, a little bit more. and let each other know how important we are to one another. And you guys are important to me, and I appreciate you watching my videos every night. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Love ya. Love ya.